Imagine you wake up and it's snowing. Wow, that's awesome. Time to go shovel the driveway. Whoa, what was that? Is that sand underneath the snow? It snows in the desert. How do you not know this is a desert? You live here. Hi, my name is Ishan, and believe it or not, yes, it does snow in the desert. Take my word for it, because I lived in one. And if you wonder what silly stuff would go down when we had snow in the desert, then you're gonna love this video. Stick around to the end to find out. Snow has been around the planet every single winter since the beginning of time. Even further, snow has sometimes even reached places like the dunes of the Sahara. In my story's case though, even the California high desert has been getting snow occasionally. In my old town, the first recorded instance of snow was on December 29th, 1916. Here's a picture of a snowball fight on Main Street. Fun fact, here's every time a major snowfall happened in my city's history. February 1921, January 1922, January 1930, November 1964, January 1974, and December 1979. Dang, it is cold in January. Speaking of December 79 though, it was the valley's record with a whopping 24 inches of snow. That's 2 feet of desert snow. This was the earliest I could find pictures of the local desert snowstorm. Here's a picture of the mountains from back then and today. Even worse, here's a picture of a house window blockaded by snow. Keep in mind, this is a desert. But if you think that's crazy, I'll tell you what's crazy. No, not that. The winter right before I was born was one of the most recent snowstorms we had, and this time we had better cameras. Here's an aerial shot of my old city, covered in snow. And here's a picture of the desert Joshua trees, also covered in snow. Here's how they're supposed to look normally. Okay, enough about the past though. This is StoryComix. So what did I see during these desert snow days? The next major snowfall happened in December 2016 to January 2017, and me and Jeff from last video were sitting in our second grade classroom. Hey Jeff, remember that time when we blew up that one kid's Minecraft world? Ishan, what are you talking about? Class, come outside and look at this. Walking outside, Jeff and I see the desert hills we're so familiar with, covered in pure white snow for the first time in our lives. Ishan, you ever seen the hills like this? No, not since 2009 I haven't. This place looks like Stalingrad. Moving on. Whenever it would snow, I remember that all the roads and freeways to LA, Vegas, or Bakersfield would get clogged up or closed down because of the snowy, icy roads, making it difficult for people to drive and cars spinning out at 65 miles an hour. And speaking of that, people would also take detours off the highway to go sledding in the snow-splattered mountains and hills. There'd be people sledding with the most random stuff, like sheets of cardboard, satellite dishes, inflatables, and laundry baskets. Well, I mean, besides, who lives in the desert and owns an actual sled? Another fun story is when I built my very first snowman. Picture this. It's December 2019. I was almost 11 years old. I just learned how to animate, and I also built Mr. Snowy. Yeah, I know, very underwhelming. That's it right there. There's a picture. It melted right after New Year's in January 2020, when I came outside one day and just saw the red hat lying there, lifeless. Nothing lasts forever. Now, it's February 2023, and I have one last snowy story to say. Keep in mind, I had a side part back then. Anyways, I was walking to middle school when all of a sudden it started drizzling. Okay, no big deal, as long as it doesn't rain on my Santa Cruz sweater, we'll be fine, right? Wrong. 30 minutes later, waiting for the first school bell to ring, the sky decided to shit out the snowiest blizzard I've ever seen yet. Now, sure, this ain't a real blizzard compared to what people have seen in the Midwest. No denial. But keep in mind, this is a desert. After first period, the snow was practically taken over by the school. So instead of walking to our next classes, like the good boys were supposed to be, the gang and I just went to the field and started making snow angels and having snowball fights and making snowmen that come to life. Keep in mind, this is a desert. Later during lunch, me and my friend Alex were just observing the madness. Hey, this school is whack, man. I want to get out of here. Hey, did you do the history homework? What history homework? Luckily, I had the perfect excuse. Yo, where's your homework? The snowman ate it? Valid excuse. Have a nice day. After school got over, I was sitting in the Target parking lot, waiting for my mom who was buying groceries. I was looking up at the sky as snowflakes were drifting down from the endless gray abyss of a cloudy afternoon sky. And then I thought, if it can snow in the desert, then nothing is impossible. Follow your dreams and do what you love. That's kind of weird though. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day.